Hey, what's up guys, it's Lord Sander here. In this video, I want to talk about one of the most important combat mechanics in Deepwoken, and explain to you what we just learnt about it, and how that affects the skill level in Deepwoken, and some eventual consequences that it might have on the game. So the mechanic that I'm talking about is parrying. If you've watched any Deepwoken combat video, then you'll know exactly how parrying works in this game. You simply just click M1 while you're blocking, and if your opponent hits you in that animation time period, then they get stunned and take posture. In Agamatsu's discussion that he hosted, one of the testers said this about parrying.
Yeah, okay, so like for the people listening, if you want to know like how much ping matters, if you have like under 100 ping, if you're like in a good server, then you can do reaction parries. Basically you see them swing, and you obviously react to it, right? You just do a parry. But if you're like, if you just have high ping in general, or you're not like in your region server, then you like just have to predict, and you have to predict parry, and it sucks, dude.
You just have to throw the parries out there and hope it.
And if you have above 200 ping, bro, hey man, you're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Alright, so to recap, a reaction parry is when you see an enemy swing their weapon. However, if they don't feint immediately, there's a small window in which you can throw out your parry, and it's guaranteed to parry their attack. The reason this works is because you can't feint at the end of the swing. You can only feint at the beginning when you swing a weapon, and there's a small time period in which they can no longer feint, but the weapon has not hit you yet, which allows you to get the guaranteed parry off. As Raisoku explained, you can only do this in servers where your ping is low, because ping basically determines your input lag in the game. So if your ping is high, that means it takes longer for the game to register your actions, and so when your ping is high, it takes longer for you to parry. So even if you see them in that window, you won't be able to get off the parry in time, which means that you have to guess when they're about to throw a swing and whether they're gonna feint or not, and you have to parry like a half a second earlier to make up for your bad ping. This has multiple consequences on the game. It means that in low ping servers, it becomes a much more skill based game, and you have to react to these very minuscule millisecond windows in order to gain an advantage on your enemy. However, the parrying system in high ping servers is going to be more like rock, paper, scissors and mind games. You'll have to predict what your enemy is about to do rather than react to what they're going to do. This is why you're going to have an insane advantage just by playing in a low ping server. If you have guild members who live on the other side of the world to you, and you play with them on a regular basis, then one of you is going to be at a pretty big disadvantage, just by virtue of this mechanic. That's why I suggest that people should play with people who are in the same time zone and server location as them. Also, I just want to note that you can't actually reaction parry in Deepwoken 2. I've tested out this mechanic on an 80 ping server, and there's literally no way you can do it. And the reason for that is because in Deepwoken 2, you can feint at the end of your swing, and in Deepwoken you can't do that. What this means is that in Deepwoken 2, there's no such thing as a guaranteed parry. It's literally just rock, paper, scissors. However, in Deepwoken you can get guaranteed parries. Alright, this is a very technical video, and I know it's not everyone's style of video, but I feel like these combat mechanic things are important to realize before you start to play the game. The more awareness that you have of stuff like this, the easier it's going to be for you to adapt to the game. As always, thank you guys for watching, and peace out.